Can I get your guys' name and what instrument do you play?
I'm Daryl. I'm vocalist and I also play bass.
I'm Amir. I'm mainly vocalist, but I also play guitar.
Yeah. So, where did you guys band came from? Like Fulano.
Fulano actually started here at Pianos, funny enough. It was like a year ago where I was playing a solo set and Daryl was playing with me as one of our original songs. And our current guitarist, Anya, approached us here saying like she wanted to start a band with us. And it's been ever since the summer. We've just been rehearsing and practicing and getting our shit tight.
So would you say it's like a small family kind of thing, like everyone knows each other kind of thing?
For the most part, I guess. Like I met Amir through like work, probably like 2 years prior. So that's about everybody that I know so far. Besides Anya that we met at the piano show.
Yeah. And if I could add anything, I try to spend like as much time with them as I can, because I always feel like in our band situation we end up being pretty vulnerable with one another.
Yeah.
So I do spend a lot of more time with them than like other friends or associates.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Like ever since I come to like every show, it's like I always like see you guys together, and you always know someone in the show, and I feel like it's a really tight knit community, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's pretty awesome. So like, what would if someone just came to New York? What would your advice be to go to the local rock scene? You know, like what venue, what borough, what would they do?
I feel like this is gonna be like free promo, but I don't know. Bushwick has already been like that part where everybody just kind of goes to. That's where all the shows is pretty much held at.
Yeah, I would definitely say first things first. If you have an Instagram, check out Chaos Calendar NYC. If you're into punk especially, they're the way to go.
So would you say like social media has like a lot to do with it, like just promoting music? It's not like you're not just promoting it like posters. It's like Instagram. It's like shout outs, like people in your story and stuff like that.
I'm realizing that it's a half and half battle. So you could be as active as you want on social media, but if you aren't making a presence in the shows in your scene and supporting the artists that you know, nothing's gonna come of it. What do you think, Daryl?
Yeah, I feel like the same thing. It's like, I don't know, kind of like who you know. Like I don't know if they like fuck with you enough, like kind of end up on a bill with somebody. But like I don't know, for the most part, yeah, you have to like at least know somebody, get around, and then like once you work everything out, like little nuances that come along with the band and shit like that. Once everything falls into place and you get a little following up, like the people who remember you will come to you.
So just like get involved pretty much.
Be involved and make relationships with people. It doesn't have to be a friendship immediately. It doesn't have to just be business, but know someone's name and say what's up to them at their shows and at other people's shows. That's kind of.
So like, if you're introducing your band to someone, what would you like your first song of your band would you recommend for them?
Under the Sun.
Under the Sun? Yo! I was about to say, Under the Sun is one of our slow jams. It kind of has a sinister vibe. That's dope. I feel like playing it, we love it the most, but if I have to make a recommendation, I'm going with Dystopia.
That or Ain't No Escape for like I don't know, I feel like Ain't No Escape's like the face of us.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, so like, last question. So Friday, Saturday night, there's like some kids somewhere, like not even like in New York, but just like somewhere. They want to go to a show, but they're like insecure, like they're gonna get judged, like they don't know anyone. Like, what would your advice for that person to be like to like encourage them to go out?
Don't be shook, because like if you're shook, then you're basically being scared of yourself. Like you're a weirdo, we're all weirdos, so you might as well just come out and be a weirdo with us.
Yeah. Like, I think, I can't speak for every other scene, but I can say in New York, we're very welcoming of other people. So come in, collect yourself, and just try to show how much the music is making you feel. If you're not liking it, make a stink face. If you're really in the vibe, like, stand up front and like bump your head and go crazy. That's the way to let people know.
Yeah, that's pretty much all my questions. Like, do you guys have any other like things you want to point out, or anything else cool?
Yep. Well, to do shameless self promo,
yeah.
you go follow us at Fulano NYC. We got some shows in December. And there's a lot of other bands that we work with. So if you go to our Instagram, check out all these other bands and kind of become a part of the family.
Yeah, so yeah, Amir, Daryl from Fulano, check them out. Thanks so much.
Much.
Congrats. How's it going, guys? So can I get you guys' name and what instrument do you play?
I'm Stav. I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Sawyer. I play bass and I sing a little tiny bit.
Oh, cool. So you guys' name is called Gun_NYC, or is it just Gun?
It's just like Gun normally, but
Okay.
if you want to find us anywhere, Gun NYC is kind of how you
Gun
find
is too generic a term to be found on its own, so you
it. If you look up Gun, I don't know if you'll find
I
it.
was like, Gun NYC. That's like two contradictions. You can't find a gun here anywhere. But where did you guys' name come from?
It came to me in a dream actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I woke up and I was like, oh snap. So it came to me in a dream. I woke up and I was like, that's a really funny name. And also I feel like it goes with the music.
Okay. So if like someone just moved to New York and they want to get to a local rock scene, what would you guys like the advice? Like what venues, like what Instagrams to follow, like just like where to go in general?
Like I was saying, there's Tapped in NYC is a good Instagram, and Chaos Calendars NYC.
Chaos Calendar, because they all just like they round up posters for local shows and post them. You can like submit stuff.
Yeah, you could submit. And then there's this magazine called Full Time Aesthetic. I'm pretty sure they like put in their magazine like a bunch of shows that are happening.
Okay, cool. So if someone was to listen to you guys' band, what would the first song that you could recommend to them?
I would probably say
Cockroach Mentality.
I'd say Mark of the Beast Man.
Mark the Beast Man, that's a good
Well,
one.
why would you say Cockroach Mentality?
I mean, you know, that was our first release.
It's our most popular kind of.
It is one of them. I think, you know, we'll see now that the album's out.
Gotta wait.
But I think Mark of the Beast Mode is also a good one.
Mark of the Beast Man, I feel like it was our lead single for the album, and I kind of picked it because it has like a little bit of everything that I feel like the album has. Like it has like the rock sound.
It's got the
It's
drum
got
and bass,
it's got
the
drum
amen
and
breaks.
bass, yeah. It has like weird electronic shit. So yeah, I picked that because that was kind of like I feel like that was a song that really like was the vision for the band.
It's like your like proudest song in terms of like writing.
In some ways,
I think
yeah.
it's up there.
I like the writing on it too.
Yeah.
The lyrics. They're a little bit.
So with that said, like how would you describe like the music process versus like the management? Which is like, you know, putting your music out there, like getting in touch with people, doing like the promotions.
The music. Well, a lot of our music it's been around for a while because we were in another band called Sticky Mistake before this.
It's a spiritual successor. to
Spiritual
Sticky Mistake,
successor
I'd
for
say.
sure. And we were writing a bunch of songs for our next album, and they just never came off the ground with that band. And then once we started this band, it was like, okay, finally we can start playing the new songs and like just, you know, doing a new sound. So like musically, I feel like it's been such a release now to kind of put everything out. It's been really like cathartic. The business side is, I mean, I feel like there are different parts of the business, or the businessy side.
Yeah.
Like getting all the lyrics on Genius is like annoying. I feel like a lot of like small, like changing like the headers to like YouTube or the headers of Bandcamp and all that could be like cool, but like a little bit tedious. Getting shows could also be tedious. It's a little annoying. Over the summer we were just getting like a bunch of shows thrown at us, and so we didn't really have to like book anything. But now that it's getting cold out,
I think people are less excited to go to shows.
I want to go outside. Then like meeting people is always fun. I like doing that.
He does all that.
Okay.
The marketing and the media.
Making you know what? Fucking making TikToks sucks ass, but someone's doing it.
They're you do some cute ones.
I
like your TikToks.
They're like, it's fine to make them, but like to be like, oh, I have to make a TikTok now.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You do, yeah. TikTok is so like important now.
You made like a TikTok dance for Evermore.
Sophia made that.
Really?
My girlfriend did that.
So we could say it's like half and half. Like some of it, it's like you have to like reach out.
More of it is like the business.
Okay.
But I mean,
Once the songs are done,
yeah, once the songs
they're kind of done.
Yeah. And once we know how to play them, it's like hands off. We just kind of do them at the shows.
Business is a dance. It's
Business
like
is
a
a
waltz.
dance. Yeah.
I like that. What were you guys' like motivation to be playing? You know, like everyone has those days where you're like, you know, I have to make like a song or whatever, but you just like don't feel like it.
Mm-hmm. How do we get past that?
Yeah.
It's a sense of obligation for me.
Obligation.
I'll wake up sometimes in the morning. I'm like, fuck, I got a show tonight. And I'm like, I go.
Like the day of.
Yeah, but it's at that point it's like, well, I said I'd be there, so I will be there.
Yeah.
And then I end up having fun. Like I think usually once I'm there, it's nice. But
I know what you're saying. I feel like that's the problem with everything. It's like I don't want to do this, but then once you're doing it, it's like, oh, I want to do
it's
this.
not so bad.
Music wise, like our writing has taken like a long time. It's been like 2 years since we wrote Mark of the Beast Mode. Or since I wrote it.
That's crazy. Because that was prior to that.
Yeah. No, that was right when it started. Right when it started, I wrote that song. And that was it was probably the first Gun song. And so it's just, I haven't had to like be like, you know what? Okay, I'm lying. When I had to like get the recordings into the mixer in time, I had to like really just sit down and fucking write all the songs in like 2 seconds. I think it's that sense of obligation when it's like, fuck, I need to write a bunch of lyrics right now. It's just like, it'll come to you. Like, it's just like, it has to, because if it doesn't, then you're fucked.
Yeah.
So it just does, you know, under that pressure.
When you guys say like, there's a lot of like distractions today with like phones and just like doing other stuff, but like, it's like in this way of like creating music and using your time like more beneficially.
I definitely need to get better at not being on like TikTok.
Oh, I set a timer on my phone so it doesn't let me use it after an hour every day. Because I would be like,
I fall down the hole.
I'd be staying up till like 4 a.m. just like, and it's not great.
It's not good.
And it's probably a failing on my part as well. But
no,
the algorithm is designed to
it's
keep you there. So.
And the algorithm is designed to like do that, but it also like even when you're not on like TikTok or something, it is like my attention span is so fucked. Like I don't have the attention to like sit down and write a song.
Yeah.
Or like when I start doing it, I do have the attention span, but like to get myself to the point of like, let's do some music now. Like sometimes it'll take like too long.
Very common for people our age.
Yeah.
I need to get the hell off TikTok.
Yeah. My professor actually made us watch like this documentary of how everything's just marketed towards like our mind, because everything's already been taken, but it's just our time that's like, you gotta take everything like a capitalist
to get it back.
Yeah. So it's like a Friday, Saturday night, and there's some kid out there that wants to go to their first show, but they're gonna be afraid like they're gonna be judged. They don't know any dance moves, they don't know anyone, like they're awkward as a motherfucker. What would your words of encouragement be to that one kid?
I think, you know, generally people are pretty nice.
Yeah.
It depends where you go, but I would say for the most part, like, I mean, you can't look at someone or maybe I'm just not good at this, but I can't look at someone and be like, oh, this is their first time at a show.
Yeah.
And even if I saw that, you know, it's
That's
like whatever.
fine, yeah.
I went to my first show. You have to go to your first show eventually. Like it's not, you're not born having already, you know, been brought into the scene or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely got into going to shows like pretty late.
Yeah.
I was like 19 or something when I first started going. So like, I don't know. I mean, it helps to go with someone who you know, even if they're not into it. Because it's like, it is kind of tough. Unless you're like social. Like I've learned how to be pretty social over the years, but like,
Right.
you know, when I was like a teenager and I went to like a show by myself, it'd be so tough for me. Like,
Yeah.
so it probably helps to go with someone that you know. Like I went with my brother to a bunch of shows.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. It's the first time I came out here, I was like, man, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I don't even figure out like the train system yet. So I'm like, it was like 1 or 2 in the morning. I was like, how the fuck do I get back home?
It's like you just have to know like some venues also.
Right.
Yeah, like I feel like the Living Gallery usually has shows. Trans Picos is pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot like TVI.
TVI.
Like there are places that are classic, like beginner DIY sort of stuff. I think Living Gallery is a pretty
What's
sick
that
bet.
place called? The one in Ridgely. Cool one. By the train track.
Oh, Market Hotel? By the train track.
No,
Oh,
it's a good thing.
Purgatory.
Purgatory.
Purgatory's nice. I like that place.
That's a nice vibe. But those are
I mean,
bars also.
that's
The
the
Living
thing.
Gallery.
A lot of these places are 21 plus, which is a problem that so many of these shows are just inaccessible to like when I was in high school,
Yeah.
I had to just like sneak into shit. And it wasn't fun.
Even in college, yeah.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people graduate when they're 21. And then by that point, you're looking for work, and it's not like cool to go to shows anymore.
Man, this is what are you talking about? It's always cool to go to shows.
It is always cool to go to shows.
Yeah, I definitely feel that because like it's like a different feeling when you're like listening to your like even in with your headphones like on max volume versus like going to a show because like
Going to shows is crazy.
yeah you feel like the vibration and like everyone's like
Feel it in
you
your
know, like,
chest.
going on the mosh pit and shit.
Yeah.
But
There's
yeah,
nothing like a show.
A mosh pit feels good to the performers too.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, all right, people
Mosh at all our shows.
are digging what we're doing.
Don't not mosh.
Yeah, for real.
someone's always gonna start it.
That's true.
Keep that in mind.
You always gotta get one person.
Jess is usually
Jess is good.
pretty good about that.
I think I kind of bumped into her like where she like almost face planted and all that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But yeah, so second to last question, what would be like the best way to support like local artists out here? So I noticed like everyone's, even the artists are supporting each other, but what about like outside? Like the people that go to their shows, maybe you guys like follow you but don't really like pay attention, whatever.
Just like coming to shows, talking to us is always nice.
Yeah, I like it when people say hi.
Yeah.
And you get to know people who maybe they're not in a band, but they're like active in the scene, and so you get to know people.
Merch, buying merch.
Oh yeah, spending money on us.
Oh yeah, speaking of, you wanna like present the shirt real quick?
Are you wearing it?
No, no.
I might have to blur out the word.
I need to get like a blank shirt.
This is one of the designs.
There you go.
One of two.
One of two.
Go listen again. What's the other one?
It just says done NYC, and it has our little guy on it. That we,
Our mascot.
Like it. Alright, cool.
I might rename him. I don't know. Sophia said it doesn't have good mouth feel.
Spikehead?
Spikehead. It doesn't roll off the mouth.
Local artists.
Support local artists. Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out Salvador Allende.
Shout out Jesse.
Shout out Vladimir Lenin.
Shout out
Fidel Castro.
Oh,
Shout out.
the OGs.
Ernesto Che Guevara.
Shout out Tiger Toy.
Shout out Tiger Toy, for real.
Shout out Lucky Number.
Shout out Junta.
Shout out Chronic.
Poster Boy 2000.
Shout out Nomad Amir. Shout out Fulano.
Nomad
out,
Amir,
yeah,
for real.
Shout out Hold This Letter Close.
Yeah.
Shout out
I could just
Sophia.
keep listing bands for a
Yeah.
while, if that's what you want.
Sophia's as well.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, this is what this video is made for, you know? Like, some dude's probably gonna go out there and, like,
Look at all